Sports.
We are Fox Sports. We are LA.
Tonight, the Angels face a familiar foe who they'll forever be linked with in history after the Halos won a classic World Series matchup in 7 dramatic games.
The Angels, world champions!
16 years later, the cast of characters has changed, but the star power remains the same.
That is God!
San Francisco has been the home to 3 world championships since. Could this be the year that the Halos make it back to the top of baseball again?
God! Big fly on Toddy Son again!
Giants versus Angels. Next.
Baseball time once again in Southern California. The Angels looking to put that Red Sox sweep behind them tonight at the Big A. They welcome in the San Francisco Giants as interleague play kicks off for the first time in 2018. We welcome you inside our broadcast booth and back to Angels baseball on Fox Sports West along with Mark Gubiza. I'm Victor Ross. So glad you could join us once again. And tonight, we've got an interesting pitching matchup in that Andrew Heaney will be making his second start for the Angels. Easy for me to say it. Jeff Samardzija, that's the one I should have messed up. Samardzija, of all people, he gets his first start. He's been injured, obviously, with some shoulder inflammation, but he's finally making the start tonight.
Yeah, Victor, both of them missed some time in spring training, both trying to get acclimated to that big league mound. You mentioned second start for Heaney, first for Samardzija so far in the season. They're both worthy of a Carlos Cam replay and what they're going to try to do as far as getting hitters out there in the course of this game. I thought Andrew threw the ball very well. His fastball velocity was pretty solid, 93, 94. The depth on his slider, very good. And when he kept the ball down, he gave up some flares into the outfield, but they were elevated pitches. Worked that slider down, a 2-seamer and changeup. Jeff Samardzija, though, he's got a total package of pitches. He'll go fastball upstairs. People throw his slider. He would throw a changeup. He would throw a split-finger fastball and a curveball. He works quickly, and he does throw a lot of strikes.
Well, the Angels trying to find out if their offense is back on this Friday night. It's been cold since leaving Kansas City, and they will have their hands full with Jeff Samardzija, although I'm sure he's going to be limited somewhat as far as the pitch count is concerned. We're just about ready for baseball here at the Big A, the opener of this 3-game set between the San Francisco Giants and your Halos. Sit back and relax. Lineups and first pitch when we return.
Posey hits one high. Hits it deep. It is out of here. This one's got a chance to go, and it does. Big fly for Mike Trout. Baseball on Fox Sports West is brought to you by the new 2019 Jeep Cherokee. Embrace every new opportunity with a redesigned exterior and 31 highway MPG. Test drive one today. By Mercury Insurance, we're on a mission to save you money. Log on to mercuryinsurance.com to get a fast free quote and see how much you can save. And by your SoCal Mazda dealers. Beautiful night for baseball here at the Big A. Big crowds expected all weekend long. Tonight it's the giveaway night. The corduroy hat as presented by Farmer John.
I can't wait to wear that around in Houston.
Yeah, make sure that, well, it's not hot yet. It's not summertime here in Houston. So you can get away with the corduroy hat without having to deal with any chafing as far as the dome is concerned. So the Angels haven't taken the field.
There it is, that corduroy hat.
It is a good look. Take a look at Bruce Bochy's lineup for the visiting San Francisco Giants. 4th in the National League West, 6 games back. The Giants roll into town with a 7-11 mark. It's Austin Jackson leading things off at center field. Joe Panik at second base. Andrew McCutcheon, the DH tonight. Buster Posey, the cleanup hitter at first base. Evan Longoria third. Nick Hundley is doing the catching. Mac Williamson just called up from AAA. He gets a start in left field. Gorkys Hernandez is in right. And Kelby Tomlinson gets a start tonight, batting 9th and playing shortstop. We've already spoken about Andrew Heaney. This will be his second start. Went 5 innings. Gave up 7 hits. Struck out 7 in that start against Kansas City. Maybe perhaps an advantage here in that. And bear with me, Gooby. San Francisco Giants, this will be the 13th left-handed starter they have faced in 19 games, and they have really struggled against left-handed pitchers.
Especially when you think about how many right-handed batters they have in this lineup. But my go-tos for Andrew to be successful against all these right-handed batters is establish that arm side fastball with strikes and finish batters with slider down and in, especially those right-handed batters. You mentioned a number of them in this lineup. Make sure you're able to have that pitch downstairs.
Let's check out the defense for the Angels in support of Andrew Heaney. Upton, Trout, and Calhoun from left to right. Valbuena, Simmons on the left side. Kinsler and Pujols on the right. Kozar getting the night off.
Now
Maldonado behind the plate.
Now let's take a look at We Make It Easy, brought to you by your SoCal Toyota. And Andrelton Simmons, you talk about making it look easy with an unbelievable 6-4-3 double play. The transfer less than a half a second to flip it over to Ian Kinsler to prevent another run from scoring last night. What a double play turn. 144 defensive runs saved over the last 5 seasons. And then when you think about last season, 32. The closest to him, Trevor Story with 11.
First one tonight is in for a strike. First pitch brought to you by Simpson Chevrolet. 68 degrees at first pitch tonight. Austin Jackson, 31-year-old, hitting .213 on the start of the season with a double. 2 runs batted in. And it's no balls and 2 strikes.
That's that good arm side fastball right away from Andrew Heaney. Good balance starting on the third base side of the pitching rubber. Talked to Mike Scioscia about that, and Charles Nagy, just trying to get comfortable on which part of the mound to start with as far as that delivery for Andrew Heaney.
Down goes Jackson, 1 out.
Pretty much a check mark for those go-tos there, that first
That's
battle.
it. Way to go. You know what, Gooby? Take the rest of the first inning off.
All right. You got me covered?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Terrific job.
There's that slider going down and in. He was able to get that inside, and then he had a good fastball arm side.
First one to Joe Panik is down and away. Panik hitting .290. Has a triple, 3 home runs, 4 runs batted in. Former first-round pick. And the St. John's.
Remember, we had that tremendous opening series against the Dodgers, the home run ball.
If I remember correctly, he had a very good series against the Angels back in 2015, a series up at AT&T that had the Giants sweep the Angels. A bouncer toward the middle. It's Kinsler. 2 down.
Well, we were talking a little bit about this on the pregame show. Andrew Heaney thinking in terms of staying downstairs, getting those ground balls. He gave up some hits the other day in Kansas City, but they were all elevated, and generally elevated pitches get flared in the outfield. Utilizes very good defense in the infield.
The one thing that certainly has stood out in the series against the Boston Red Sox, the fact that starting pitchers and the bullpen threw a lot of pitches, almost 100 more pitches thrown by the Angels than that of the Red Sox. That's a full game worth of pitches thrown. That's a huge difference. A lot of deep counts as Andrew McCutchen settles into the box and takes upstairs.
Again, we get caught up in the strikeout and the swing and miss percentages and things like that. And they're important, especially when you have men on base. But when you don't, that's when you think in terms of sinking a pitch and getting a ground ball.
Just off the plate. 2 balls, no strikes on McCutchen. Now 31 years of age. Hitting .211. 3 doubles, 2 home runs, 8 runs batted in. He's a starting right fielder.
Still so odd not seeing him in a Pittsburgh Pirate uniform. Arguably one of the most popular sports athletes ever in Pittsburgh.
A bouncer toward third, Valbuena. Can't come up with it off his glove. He's going to have to hurry. That's why he charged it. I thought he was going to try to play the short hop. It looked like that ball in the second hop kind of just bounced to his right.
It looked like it checked a little bit further away from when it hit that corner of that grass and dirt. Yeah, checked away from him as he tried to get himself in better throwing position. Although McCutchen wasn't getting down the line real quick there because he was somewhat jammed on it.
So an error on Luis. That'll be his second of the year, the 7th committed by the Angels this season. 2-out man on board for Buster Posey. Buster starting at first base tonight. Now 31. No balls to the strike. And doing what he has always done. Hit. It's at .288 so far. 3 doubles, 2 home runs, 8 runs batted in.
What a great player he has been and continues to be.
Yep. Steady and consistent at a high level. 5-time All-Star. MVP in 2012. Also won a batting title that year.
And a few world championships to boot.
Hit .320 last year. Just 67 runs batted, which was interesting in that it's the fewest runs batted in he had since his rookie season. Giants last season, it's 64 and 98. McCutchen over at first via the error.
One thing you always keep your eye on is how many extra pitches you end up throwing when you think you're through an inning. But your job as a pitcher is to pick up your fielders.
Does it not go back to, and granted Luis made the mistake, but 2 quick outs and all of a sudden you fall behind 2-0 to the third hitter?
Yeah. And you got to say that same mindset. Hey, look, I can get a quick ground ball out. I want to get into that 6th and 7th inning. That gives you a better chance, in my opinion, as a starter to pick up a W. I know it's a team game, but as a starting pitcher, you want to get as many of those W's as possible. And to do so, you have to go deeper in games.
2-1 count with 2 outs. And that's out toward right field. Cole coming on. He'll make the catch.
Wow, that's a pretty good
Not an
read.
easy play. Yeah. By any stretch of the imagination. Well, into the bottom of the first with no score. Mike Sosha's lineup tonight, game number 20 for the Angels, and they roll into this one with a 13-6 mark, just a half-game lead in the West. And familiar top of the order with Kinsler, Trout, and Upton. Pools, of course, at first base. Then Valbuena, Ohtani DHing, Simmons at shortstop, Cole Calhoun dropping down to the number 8 spot. He's in right. Martin Maldonado doing the catching. He'll bat 9th. They are taking on the 33-year-old right-hander native of Valparaiso, Indiana. Jeff Samardzija is the right-hander on the bump for the Giants.
Yeah, 92 to 97 fastball, slider, cutter, curveball, split finger fastball. My go-to to be successful against him tonight is beyond his fastball. Batting average much better last season when hitters connect with the fastball, and think early in count success. 0-0, 1-0, and even 0-1 counts. Hitters last season well over 300 against him. The deeper in the counts, the better he is, especially with his secondary pitches.
Dealing with some shoulder inflammation in spring training, at the end of spring training. Started the season on the DL. And first start tonight. 32 starts last season, went 9-5 with a 4.42 ERA. Kinsler in the box, takes just off the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. He had hitting .348, 1 home run, 2 runs batted in. Kinsler last night 1 for 4 with a single. Two balls, no strikes. See Hundley trying to bring that one back off the corner.
And one thing, talking with Kurt Young, the pitching coach now with the Giants, about Samardzija, he said the one thing to keep an eye on is velocity of his fastball, especially early on. And right around 90, 91, all 3 pitches. It's going to be around pitch limit around 80 pitches tonight.
68 and 87 in his career with a 4.10 ERA. That's ripped foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now it's skipping into the seats. Made 4 career starts against the Angels. Overall 1 and 3. 3.71 earned run average.
Yeah, looking at his numbers last season versus a fastball as compared to a secondary pitch, and he's in position now to throw either a slider or curveball or even split finger fastball. 276 versus fastball, 229 versus those secondary pitches.
He really guided that breaking ball or off speed pitch. Kind of slowed things down.
And as a hitter, you can track that because he was thinking about going after, because that sharp break to it, but it was something different as a hitter, and you're tracking the throwing motion from a pitcher.
Trout on deck. 3-2 on the way. Jammed him, fouls it off.
Still quick on that fastball inside.
Hey, when you've got or you've had shoulder inflammation, is the breaking ball the one thing? It's kind of the last thing to come along where you start feeling trust and letting it go because of a release point.
Exactly. It's all about the release point. You want to be effective with your secondary pitch. You have to get your arm and that hand out there a little bit further to make sure you create that snap, whether it's a curveball or slider or even a splitter. And that's where you have that little bit of apprehension as far as letting it go.
Foul back. Good little battle here between Kinsler and the man they call the Shark.
Pretty good football player.
Yeah,
at Notre Dame.
The Fighting Irish.
Joked around. I think I made the right decision.
Yeah,
sticking with baseball.
So? 5th round pick by the Cubs in 2006 out of Notre Dame. Kinsler hits this one out toward right center field, chasing Austin Jackson back. The ball drifting out to the warning track. And there is out number 1. Let's take a look at the Giants on the defensive side of things. It's Williamson, Jackson, we just saw, McCutcheon in the outfield from left to right, Longoria, Tomlinson, Panic, and Posey from 3rd to 1st. Huntley behind the dish.
So you see Posey behind the plate now, getting some time at first base. It's his 4th start at first base this season. The last 6 seasons averaged 25 starts at first. Still quite a few behind the plate. Former Gold Glove winner back in 2016. He's averaging 110 starts behind the plate.
On the corner for a strike. Mike at 270. 3 doubles, 6 home runs. 13 runs batted in. Hitless last night, going 0 for 4. Angels overall with just 4 hits in that game as this one's fouled back. 1-2 count, 1 out. Scoreless as we play in the bottom of the first inning. Foul back.
Let's take a look at my Hyundai key for this game tonight, especially on the hitting side. Little Jason Aldean. You make it easy. That means relaxed, quiet, easy approaches at the plate. Pressing a little bit in that series against the Red Sox after getting jammed with some cutters. Just relax those hands. Make it easy at the plate tonight.
Breaking ball gets Trout. 2 outs. First strikeout for Samardzija. He'll bring up Upton.
And went right back to those secondary pitches. That's a good curveball. Stays on top, 78-mile-an-hour curveball, and located perfectly.
He has been a guy that year in and year out has made his starts. He's had no less than 30 starts each year. Going back to 2012, and that was 28 starts. As a member of the Cubs that season. Upton takes off the plate for ball 1. Justin's average at 263. 7 extra base hits. See the numbers there as far as innings pitched over the last 5 seasons.
He'll give up some home runs. 30 home runs allowed last season. He will battle you.
Shift on with 3 infielders on the left side. Lifted out toward right. Halos down in order here in the first. We're off to the second with no score. By choosing the games you want to attend with the 20-game flex plan, otherwise known as the Gooby plan. Call 888-796-HALO or log on at angels.com and just say, I'd like that Gooby plan.
Yes. The flex band. The flex.
Don't say Gooby plan because people on the phone are going to go,
yeah, say, what? Is that cartoon character?
What in the world?
Scooby-Doo?
Longoria, Hundley, Williamson against Andrew Heaney here in the second. Evan now 32 years of age. Hitting .230 in his first season with the Giants. 3 home runs, 7 runs batted, and also 6 doubles. Tied him up nicely in a long swing. They have gotten Maldonado. And ball 1 strike.
That's a pretty good pitch, especially after a fastball, the one before, just off the outside corner, ran it in. So away, in, and back away. And when you're real comfortable with that slider, that backdoor slider would be good. He's going to try to elevate a fastball here, though. He was on that. He's very good as far as driving the ball to right center field. We've seen that over the years when he was a member of the Tampa Bay Rays. That's why I thought a backdoor slider, because you establish a fastball away, the hitter will give up on that pitch.
Called strike 3. Longoria thought that pitch was down.
That's a perfect slider.
Yeah, right on the bottom part of the strike zone, 1 out.
That's a good slider. We're talking about that depth. That's all over the plate. Stayed on top. Look how it leveled the shoulders and eyes on the target. Good execution there by Andrew Heaney.
Mark Ripperger calling the balls and strikes tonight. Joe West, the crew chief at first. Doug Eddings at second. And Marty Foster at third base. Marty, the Australian for umpire. This one's out to deep right center field. Trout moving back on it. He'll watch this one land in the seats. Nick Hundley with his first home run, first extra base hit of the season, gives the Giants a 1-0 lead. Hundley coming batting just 167, 4 for 24.
Aggressive early on. That's the approach the Angels hitter is going to have to take against the margin. Then I think that way, that part of the field didn't quite get to that outside part of the plate. It got the strike zone. Although if it's down, it's a good pitch. Thigh high, and that's the swing and the approach for Nick Hundley to go the other way. Hits it out.
The Angels, as they have the last several nights, play from behind now. Mac Williamson's in the hole at 0-1. Was called up. Hunter Pence going on the disabled list. 1-1 strike. Williamson was tearing it up at AAA to start the year. 11 games, 19 for 39. That's a 487 batting average. 6 home runs, 16 runs batted in.
He's off to a very hot start in spring training also. There's Hunter Pence.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Very popular no matter where he played. Whether it's the Giants, the Astros, the Phillies.
Williamson, the left fielder. 3rd round pick out of Wake Forest in 2012. He found this one back. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
So again, you see that high leg kick he has.
Low hands and high leg kick.
You would think you're susceptible to a fastball above the belt inside. But if you miss, that's the danger zone. So if I still think you stay away.
Got him. Just blew the fastball right by him. 2 outs.
He stayed back, good balance and good life on that fastball. And he pulled off on that to see the head move.
Gorkis Hernandez, the right fielder, takes a strike. 316 so far in the year. 13 games. He's 6 for 19. 1 home run, 1 run batted in. Giants with a 1-0 lead on the Hundley home run.
Pitch right there. Pretty good sequence worker for Andrew Heaney against Hernandez.
Did not go, says Joe West. Pretty good pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
When you see a hitter chasing like that, you might as well try that again.
cue shot up the line. It goes foul.
It's a good changeup. That's another pitch he needs to establish, and he has so early in the game here for Andrew Heaney. Then you could back it up with a fastball. That same plane. Changeup 85, fastball 93. You'll have some late swings on it.
Upstairs, full count.
Tried it. Just overthrew that one at 95.
To number 9 hitter, Kelby Tomlinson. Waiting on deck. 3-2. Down goes Hernandez. Heaney strikes out the side, but sandwiched in between. A solo home run. 1-0 Giants as we head to the bottom of the second. Nothing San Francisco as we begin the bottom of the second inning. Pujols, Valbuena, and Ohtani due up against Jeff Samardzija, who had a 1-2-3 first, including a strikeout. McCunley with the solo home run. Albert hitting this one over to third.
I still think that's the right approach. I mean, you know he's on a pitch count, but numbers say, like last year, 0-0 count put in play against him, 363, 0-1, 320, 339 on a 1-0 count. You just got to get back in that mode of trying to hit the ball in the middle to right center field if you're a right-handed batter. You can't think pull against Samardzija. He's thrown a lot of pitches away so far.
I think the only pitch he's thrown inside, like we were talking about in the commercial break, is the one pitch that Kinsler pulled foul. It was up and in. Everything else has been away. To right-handed batter, see what he does with the lefties. Valbuena takes outside. Luis getting to start at third base tonight, hitting 279. 1 double, 3 home runs, 8 runs batted in.
Got that shift on, but all 3 infielders on the right side and the infielder on the dirt. So often you'll see that second baseman on that outfield grass.
.30 count. Shohei on deck. Rough night last night.
Green light right here for Valbuena. That's a pitcher's pitch, though. Good take. Unless you're thinking in terms of driving that out to left field to left center field, you have to let that one go.
Full count.
Talk about mislocation. Hundley wanted that fastball away. Zamarja ended up missing in, right into the zone where Valbuena will hit a long way. See where he set up, and look where location the fastball ended up. Reaching back. Generally, you don't get that baseball back when you see a catcher doing that.
3-2 on the way. Fouled it back. Pitch that was up, too. Two outs.
They cut fastball upstairs. It's great to see.
Shohei last night 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. Fouls the first one back.
On that first pitch fastball. Remember last night, he got 6 straight changeups from Eduardo Rodriguez, the lefty. He was ready on that first pitch fastball at 92. He had a good hack at it. Would not be surprised you see a lot of slower stuff now.
Try to pitch him inside. That's up and in. Ohtani still hitting .324. Double, triple, 3 home runs, 11 runs batted in.
Runs his fastball. He wasn't going to miss out over the plate this one. Right up at the shoulder. Again, that's the throwing shoulder.
That's ripped down the line, just foul.
That'll make you feel bad when you're on the mound. You throw it up and in fastball. You throw another fastball in and he turns on it. Wasn't fouled by a whole lot. And the fastball in and he was ready. He just hooked it just foul. Just past the chalk. Joe West right there.
Cowboys all over it.
Yes, he was.
Breaking ball, little looper into right center field, a base hit, a 2-out single for Shohei.
Good adjustment. We talked about that on the pregame show, adjusting to something off speed, and he did so. Trout liking that swing from Shohei. The off speed went down and got it. That's at 79 miles per hour. He's got that foot down and still kept that bat back. It's in the right center field. Good swing there for Shohei Ohtani.
So man on for the first time tonight. Andrelton Simmons at the plate.
Zamarja with 4 career pickoffs. And judging by that leg kick, you can steal on him. He's allowed 108 stolen bases in 150 attempts against him in his career. And Hundley's had a tough time throwing at base stealers so far this season. All 7 successful against him. That was a question asked to Mike Scioscia in spring training. We know Ohtani has good speed. Would you allow him to try to steal a base? And Mike Scioscia just gave you that look at you like, next question, please.
Scioscia never does that.
No. A little bigger lead.
That's pulled toward third and gloved by Longoria. And the Angels are done here in the second. We'll head to the third. Giants up 1-0.
with the Angels as far as ERA, third best. Weave, back in 2006, first 10 start, 2.20. Bert Blyleman, Hall of Famer, 2.36. Parker Bridwell is behind Andrew Heaney. Heaney, 2.43 back in 2015. Trying to get back to that feel.
4 strikeouts, 1 hit allowed. That was a home run to Hundley. This is Kelby Tomlinson, the shortstop. 27-year-old hitting 217. 5 for 23. No extra base hits, no RBIs. Got into 104 games last year with San Francisco, hit 258.
Brandon Crawford, the outstanding shortstop, getting the day off against a lefty tonight.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Probably see him in there tomorrow night. You're talking about 2 outstanding defensive shortstops. Hamilton Simmons and Brandon Crawford. Lots of gold gloves between those 2.
If Liev Schreiber played baseball, would he look like Brandon Crawford?
Yes.
A little longer hair, got the beard going.
We'll call him Ray Donovan.
Right.
Yeah. There it is.
Right.
He's got that good glare too. I'm a little nervous right now.
You know there's a problem.
Yeah.
Just call Ray. Full count.
He's a big baseball fan too.
Yep. Leadoff walk to the number 9 hitter. And we'll bring up Austin Jackson. Hey, join us this Sunday as the Angels close out the series against the Giants. It's a 1:07 p.m. start. Fans in attendance receive a tote bag courtesy of MLB Network while supplies last. For more info, visit angels.com. Austin Jackson struck out to lead off the game, is 0 for 1.
Like most hitters in this lineup, you mentioned earlier, have struggled against left-handed pitching. Generally, that's not the case with Austin Jackson.
They'll dribble it back to the mound, see if they can turn 2 on it. Quick turn by Simmons, dug out by Albert, got him.
That's a great turn. That wasn't an easy one, especially with Jackson going down the line. Good scoop by Albert Pujols. Also, it's our top-tier play, brought to you by Barco. The comebacker, knowing who's going to be there at the base, turn around, the throw to Anderson Simmons, and then the quick fire over the first base, scoop by Albert Pujols. Some Gold Glovers involved in this play. Anderson Simmons over to Albert Pujols. As a pitcher, that's exactly what you do. You throw right to the base. You have that communication in your middle infielders. Who is going to be there for the double play ball back at you? And then you just throw to the base and hopefully he'll be there. And Anthony Simmons, as usual, is there.
One ball, 2 strikes on Panic. He grounded out to Kinsler in the first.
And Albert Pujols, a 2-time Gold Glove winner. That's a tough short hop. Was he able to scoop that one? Comfortable in that scoop also by Albert.
There's a liner to short, and Simmons digs it before it hits the dirt. And a quick inning for Andrew Heaney. We're off to the bottom of the third, still 1-0 Giants.
Ram trucks. Cole Calhoun out in right field, won a Gold Glove in 2015. You see that sprint speed, 21.1 as far as the sprint speed. The average 33, under control, able to run that one down, hit off the bat, looked like for sure it was going to hit the ground. But Cole Calhoun knows his field very well, and the read off the bat, excellent from a right-handed batter.
8-9-1 coming up for the Angels against Jeff Samardzija. Calhoun, Maldonado, and then Kinsler. Breaks his bat, little looper, and it's the second baseman. Panic making the catch. One pitch, one out to start the third.
And Cole just trying to get his timing together. He's changed a little bit from the beginning part of the season as far as his leg kick. The timing not quite there at the plate of late for Cole Calhoun.
Maldonado takes a strike. 0 for 2 yesterday, now 0 for his last 17. 213 average, 2 doubles, 6 runs batted in. Skies this one toward the corner. Williamson moving over, puts it away. 2 outs.
You know, the ideal situation for the Angels against Samardzija is to put a lot of pressure on him early on. It's his first start of the season. Mentioned missed some time in spring training. Had some shoulder discomfort, had to build back that arm strength. A lot of exercise to get the strength in the shoulder and the trap muscle. So far, he's been able to pick up some velocity on his fastball as this game has progressed.
Kinsler takes down and in. Pretty good pitch. Not called a strike. It's 1-0. Ian Skide went out to the warning track in right center field in his first inning at bat. They play the shift on him. Panic almost up the middle. 2-0. So look at the defense, outfield straight up. .30 pitch. Top part of the zone, 3-1. Think he takes another here, or is he's hacking?
He's hacking. But he's got a good idea of the strike zone. He's not going to expand the strike zone, but he feels he's going to get a fastball here.
And there's ball 4. First walk issued by Samardzija, comes with 2 outs. Gives Trout an opportunity here. Mike struck out in the first inning, 1 of 2 punch outs for Samardzija.
For me, I think there's 1 or 2 things that could happen here on that very first pitch. One, Trout could be swinging first pitch, or Kinsler going on the first pitch. You know, when you're trying to create some offense, that's the best way to do it, is start getting some guys who could steal bases in motion. Pretty good sequence there for Huntley and Samardzija to think in terms of Trout's going to be hacking first pitch fastball through an all-speed pitch instead.
It's on a Thursday. I mean, what can I do on a Thursday? It's horrible.
1-1. Two-out walk for Kinsler. Not a big lead at all.
The bigger lead here. Work his way out to 11-foot lead. .227 career stolen bases for Ian Kinsler. Zamarja thinking he may be trying to go. And that's what you want, a distracted pitcher, so you can make a mistake with Trout at the plate.
There goes Kinsler. Trout hits him back toward the middle. Paddock has it go off his glove. Kinsler's going to take third. It'll be a single for Trout. And the Angels have runners at the corners with 2 outs.
And that's what you get when you put runners in motion. That's great base running, by the way. Ian Kinsler recognizing that ball is going to get away from Tomlinson after off the glove of Paddock, and is able to go all the way to third. Pretty good jump. Trout jammed. Paddock going towards the base off the glove, but Ian Kinsler never slows down. Why is that important? Because Zamarja has a wild pitch in his game. Almost made an outstanding play on that soft line drive up the middle.
And almost a spectacular play by Paddock. Justin, 1 for his last 13. Trout takes off, bouncer foul. Huge jump for Trout.
Let's take a look at the league leaders, brought to you by Mercedes-Benz, and what the Angels have done this season with 2 outs and men in scoring position. .364 batting average, which is tops in baseball. The Giants, on the other hand, it's .115, last in MLB. Trout had a huge jump.
No balls, 2 strikes. Justin Skadwin to right in the first.
Very important now for Ian Kinsler right now to be prepared, whether it's a splitter or a curveball towards the dirt. If you get a good jump, even if it doesn't get far away, especially with 2 strikes, you're more apt to take that shot to try to score.
Trout goes up and strikes out on a high fastball out of the zone, and the Angels leave 2 off. We're headed to the 4th, 1-0 San Francisco.
He was doing wrong as far as overthrowing the baseball. It's happened to him a couple times in the 5th inning. Ten-game winner against the the Angels for Derek Holland in his career.
McCutcheon's 0 for 1. He reached down the air by Valbuena in the first. Over to Fort Meade, Florida. First round pick in 2005 by the Pirates at a high school there in Fort Meade. 5-time All-Star, the MVP in 2013. He'll go down swinging for the first out. Strikeout number 5 for Andrew Heaney.
Didn't he have that outstanding marriage proposal on the Ellen show?
Buster Posey lined out to Calhoun in the first inning. Nice running play by Cole. 0 for 1.
Boy, it's amazing. It really hasn't changed his stance, or he holds his hands a whole lot in his career. A lot of times you'll see some players either change it as far as where they have the bat located or the stance. He's pretty much stayed similar to his entire career.
Reaching for that one, knocked down by Heaney. Maybe kind of like Cal Ripken Jr. used to do. Keep the same stance for one pitch.
Yeah, very similar.
Two outs. There's Evan Longoria. Longoria struck out looking, leading off the second. Giants with the 1-0 lead. Home run by Nick Hundley. First of the year. 2-0 count with 2 outs for the Angels. It's the 29th home run allowed by the staff. 2-1.
Longoria didn't like that call either. That might have been a little bit off the plate. That pitch he was called out on back in the second was definitely a strike. Great pitch. Because that pitch before was called a strike, it forced Longoria. You can see he's frustrated. He had to expand his strike zone, and he chased that one off the plate. That was about a baseball or a baseball and a half off the corner. And that's exactly what you want to do as a pitcher, to get a hitter to do that.
Got him swinging down. Goes Longoria. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6 strikeouts for Heaney. Giants still lead it though.
See your Hyundai dealer today. By Jack in the Box, try the new Cholula Buttery Jack, part of the Buttery Jack family, only at Jack in the Box, and by your Southern California Toyota dealers.
1-0 on this Friday night, kicking off the 3-game set against the San Francisco Giants. Nick Hundley with the home run, the only scoring thus far. The Angels did have runners at the corners with 2 outs in the third before Upton struck out. So it'll be Albert, Valbuena, and Ohtani here in the fourth. Pujols saw one pitch from Samardzija and grounded out to third base.
Yeah, good career numbers against Samardzija too for Albert and against the Giants.
That one out in front of the plate about 3 feet. 1-0 count. Albert still 10 hits shy of 3,000 at 29.90. 617 home runs, 1,928 runs batted in.
"15 career home runs against the Giants, and that looked like a pitch he can do some damage. Also 3 career home runs against Samardzija. I think Albert would love that pitch back.
Two and one. 204 career runs batted in interleague play for Albert Pujols, second most behind Alex Rodriguez. Alex had 216. Chased a pitch up and out of the strike zone.
I think that's a tendency we're seeing now in baseball, where hitters are swinging a lot of non-strikes so far the early part of the season, and pitchers are not necessarily pounding the strike zone.
Into the shift, that's panic. 1 out. So bring up Valbuena. And Valbuena going Euro techno with the walk-up music, is he not?
Could be.
Needs some glow sticks every time he comes to the plate. He struck out in the second. Lifted out to right. McCutcheon puts it away.
See what Samardzija does against Ohtani this at bat. Remember, the first pitch he threw was a fastball in, and Shohei was on it. Eventually got a base hit on an off-speed pitch down.
That's Hernandez at right, McCutcheon DH tonight. Shohei had a 2-out single in the second. Takes outside. One of 2 hits for the Angels, the other the infield knocked by Trout in the third.
He's got good coverage on the fastball away.
I think that's what makes Ichiro Suzuki such a special player. The older he became at the major league levels, this one's lifted out toward left center field. In that, as a young player, I can understand the quick hands, both inside and outside, but to keep it going for as long as Ichiro has, just incredible. We're headed to the 5th.
Charles Jr., the Western Bacon Cheeseburger is calling your name, little buddy. Pick it up. And by your Southern California Cadillac dealers.
1-0 San Francisco, top of the fifth. Hundley, Williamson, and Hernandez against Andrew Heaney. Heaney with 6 strikeouts, 1 walk, and 1 hit allowed. That was a home run to Hundley.
That was on the first pitch.
First extra base hit, first RBI of the year for Hundley. 9 home runs on the season last year.
Someone off with a changeup this time. That's a good decision by Andrew Heaney.
Two balls, no strikes. So 3 base runners through 4 innings for Andrew. The error by Boyne in the first, the home run by Hundley, and the walk to Tomlinson last inning.
So far in this at bat, a changeup, a break ball, fastball, back to a changeup.
And a leadoff walk to start the fifth.
Arco, quality top-tier gas for less.
1-0 San Francisco, leadoff walk. Second consecutive inning in which Heaney has given up a leadoff walk.
That was a strike, though, that last pitch, but because it kind of handcuffed Martin Maldonado, where he had took that out of the strike zone, but I hit the lower part of the strike zone, but it wasn't located where he wanted it to begin with.
Williamson, the left fielder, struck out in the second.
Starting to use that changeup more so. It's a good pitch. It's not a swing and miss pitch. It's a pitch for contact, soft contact, and get a ground ball with it. 61 pitches, 37 strikes so far for Heaney, including 6 strikeouts.
Something that's necessary, though, considering the way he's thrown the ball with the fastball and the slider.
I think to be able to get deeper in the game, to get a quicker out. Talk about a hitter with, we talked about it earlier, the hands low and the high leg kick for Williamson. Well, he looks like he's just daring you to pitch him inside.
Three and one. Driven out to deep right center field, and it is 3-0 San Francisco. Keep falling behind hitters, and you're only asking for trouble. Mentioned Williamson, red hot start at AAA, and it's his first of the season.
Well, you can tell we're just talking about he's loading up to try to get a fastball to drive. That was a pretty impressive swing by Williamson. a fastball away. He's tracking it away, and that's power going the other way to right center field. That got out quickly.
Well, lead off walk, and then you fall behind 3-1. And now ball one.
First 13.
Sorry, Gooby.
Yeah, first 13 batters Heaney faced. He threw 11 first pitch strike, 4 in a row, falling behind 1-0.
Infield base hit for Gorkis. So the first three have reached against Andrew here in the fifth.
This is the perfect, you talk about deading a baseball going down the line. And a pitch that's up, not easy to get down on that grass in the infield. Generally, you'll pop that one up. He's got 1 stolen base so far this season also, so a stolen base threat. They've run quite a bit, 10 stolen bases, been caught 4 times as a team.
A push bunt toward Albert. Leading Kinsler, nothing. Kinsler's throw goes to second, and everyone is safe. Back-to-back bunts, catching the infielders off guard. And the Giants have runners at second and third with nobody out.
It's one of those plays too, as a pitcher, you're not going to be able to get there. The only play you have is going to be that force out at second base.
Yeah, I'm surprised. And Albert's never really had a problem getting that ball spinning around and firing it to short, or to second base. That's where Simmons was covered. That's almost an impossible play. Yeah, at first base. Austin Jackson 0 for 2 with a strikeout and double play ball. Infield in, 3-0 San Francisco here in the fifth. No balls in a strike.
Heaney, with 6 strikeouts in this game, really needs a punch out here.
Leadoff walk, 2-run home run, bunt base hit plus an error, putting men in scoring position. Line down toward right center field. Trout coming in, not going to get there. Falls in, 1 run in. Throw comes to the plate, but Jackson stays at first. It's 4-0. Still nobody out. Well, the theme throughout the Red Sox series, Gooby, ad nauseum, we continue to talk about the 2-0, 2-1 hitters counts. And even though this is a team that has struggled this year mightily against left-handed pitching, you put major league hitters, especially veteran guys, in hitters counts, they're going to capitalize on it.
They could sit on a fastball. And his fastball, well, that's actually a changeup going down and away. So I'm trying to turn that one over. It's off the end of the bat. Was able, his approach was to try to lift the ball in the air. And he gets a base hit and RBI out of it.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the back-to-back off-speed pitches.
I'm always a believer, especially with runners in scoring position, that first or even first couple pitches, you throw that fastball inside and try to jam them, and then throw that slider down and in.
Cam Bedrosian first man up. 4-0. San Francisco. Joe Panic now up. He's 0 for 2. Ground ball and a soft liner. Tomlinson, the base runner, at third, and Jackson over at first. Popped up shallow left. Simmons going out. Gives way to Upton. One down.
It's a big out. Now you have a chance with a double play ball to prevent more damage. He's got one ground ball double play turn this game, 2 so far this season.
McCutchen reaching on an error of the first, striking out of the fourth. Decent lead for Jackson over at first. 0-2.
Hutchins rolled into 3 double plays. This season so far.
"20 pitches thrown by Heaney here in this 5th inning. It all started with a leadoff walk to Nick Hundley.
$18 in the second, 21 already here. Just one out here in the 5th.
Posey on deck. This is the 1-2. And that is high and deep toward left. Upton racing back to the track, to the wall. That is gone. A 3-run home run, 7-0 San Francisco. McCutchen hits his 3rd of the year, now with 11 runs batted in. We're talking about the wheels falling off very quickly for Andrew Heaney in the 5th inning.
Tried to go fastball in, but it was middle and not quite off the plate. And Andrew Heaney knew it. Was hoping that somehow that Upton would be able to scale the wall and bring that one back and just over the glove. He's done that in his career, Upton, but unable to get to that one.
3 total base runners through 4 innings, and unfortunately for Andrew Heaney, faced 7 batters and gave up 6 runs. 7-0 San Francisco. what was a good performance through 4 all of a sudden turned into a sour performance. This pitching change brought to you by Purple Bricks. Bedrosian pitching for the 10th time this year. No record in a 5.87 ERA. 7 2/3 innings, 11 hits, 6 strikeouts, 3 walks, and he's allowed 3 home runs. Buster Posey at the plate, 8th man to come to the plate here in the 5th.
When you look at this lineup, especially when all are healthy for the Giants, you knew at some point they were going to start swinging the bats, and unfortunately it was all in that 5th inning for the Giants.
There's a team coming in batting just .215 against left-handed pitching at a 5-7 mark against left-handed starter this year. 4 1/3, 6 hits, 3 home runs, 7 runs all earned, 6 strikeouts, 2 walks. Three balls, no strikes. Unfortunate running theme this week here at home. The deadly combination of the pitching struggling and the offense going ice cold. 3-1. Full count.
That's the kind of swings you're going to get when you're behind in the count, especially with such a good hitter at the plate at Buster Posey. He had a 3-1 fastball, and he had a pretty good hack at it.
Ground ball to second. 2 down. Brings up Longoria.
Two strikeouts in this game from Longoria. One looking, one swinging.
Ground ball left side. Valbuena has it. And this 5th is in the books, but the Giants bat around, scoring 6 times. They lead it 7-0. and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Angels Baseball LP. 7-0. San Francisco leads it. Bottom of the 5th. Halos setting up the bottom third of its order. Simmons, Calhoun, and Maldonado. Jeff Samardzija, by the way, in his first start of the year, has worked 4 innings. He has struck out 3, allowed 3 hits, and has walked 1. He retired the side in order in the 4th.
7 fly ball outs for Samardzija so far.
Simmons lined out to Longoria in the 2nd.
Hamilton's just wondering where that pitch was at. On base percentage continues to improve each year. That's a pretty good take. Generally, when you have an umpire call a pitch off that outside part of the plate, you have a tendency as a hitter to expand your zone. Goes in line with that on base percentage of .378 so far this season for Anderson Simmons. He had 3 walks in the game last night and a base hit. Very important for the offense to respond right now. It's been a while since we've seen the Angels put up that crooked number in an inning.
3-1 count. Simple matched a career high last night with 3 walks. First time they've done that since 2015. Ended up going 1 for 1. Scored the only run.
It was great base running.
It's full count.
Already with 9 walks this season, second to Mike Trout's 13.
There's ball 4. Hey, register your little angel for the 2018 Junior Angels Kids Club for only $18. Members receive 4 ticket vouchers, a t-shirt, lunch bag, and other exclusive merchandise. For more info on the Junior Angels Kids Club, visit angels.com. Second walk issued by Samardzija. Sorry, group.
Youngsters at the stands, in the stands here tonight, looking for some comeback capabilities for the Angels, looking for that crooked number this inning.
Crooked and then some. Cole takes downstairs. He swung at the first pitch. A soft pop up to second in the 3rd inning. She's 0 for 1. There goes Angelton.
That's a huge jump.
Yep.
No chance.
Even if Hundley catches that ball cleanly, I don't think he has a shot at anything.
We talked about that, the need to steal some bases here tonight, and that's a huge jump. Second stolen base of the season for Simmons, 19 last year. Should be able to sit on a fastball here for Cole, just make sure he has that balance.
Two-one.
After that, looked like a cut fastball off the plate again. See the frustration for Cole walking around that batter's box. And see if he can stay back. And he's going to punch one to left center field in the air. See if he can split that alley. Let the baseball travel. Even though you're up 7-0 here, I would think Samardzija might try something down and in on him. 3-2 count. A lot of times you think challenge with a fastball.
Three-two, and he walks it. Back-to-back walks to start the fifth.
And being on a pitch count, and Bochy would love to see him be in position to at least think in terms of getting a W if they could hold the lead. But a lot of pitches here in this inning. Kurt Young calling down to the bullpen right now, and he's going to be around that 80 pitch limit. And it looked like he had a little doubt as far as his delivery in that first inning. But then all of a sudden got on a pretty good roll. He had an 8-pitch first at bat against Ian Kinsler, then got on a great roll. But now this inning out of sync after a long half inning. Remember that's a long half inning. He sat around coming back from that shoulder issue.
One-0 count on Martin Maldonado, hit a fly ball to the left in the third inning. Action going now. Reyes Moronta. Back-to-back walks to Simmons and Calhoun.
And you can see, just like we saw with Justin Upton, Martin Maldonado is pulling off on that pitch. When they're going well, they're hit that ball to right center field. You got to stay back. That has to be your approach.
Martin's been in that mode of trying to hit the 5-run home run every at bat, and he's in this little prolonged funk. Go for his last 18. Halo's 0 for 1 with men in scoring position. One and only opportunity happened in the third inning. One down.
Got their couple high fastballs, a low fastball there, 91.
So Kinsler comes up 0 for 1. Fly ball to center to walk. .72 pitches now for Samardzija. 45 have been strikes. 4 punch outs, 3 walks, 3 hits. Check that. 2 hits, pardon me.
That's one thing about Kinsler. He's been pitched inside a lot in his career. He does not give up on that pitch inside. He is quick. He can turn on it and hit it a long way if it catches that corner.
Trying to get him to expand. It's 2-1. Gensler hits one out towards center. Jackson back. Playable. Silver attacking headed to third. Cole will stay at first base. 2 outs. Job with an infield base hit in the third is 1 for 2.
We showed that graphic earlier how well the Angels have hit with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. It's a huge moment for the Angels and Mike Trout right now. Try to get back in this game quickly.
Two-zero count.
That's the pitch he got him to chase in his first at bat. Maybe one of those pitches now he tried to run a fastball in.
Simmons over at third, Calhoun at first. 3-0. Upton on deck. Almost as if
there's an open base and that it's at second base, even though a significant lead.
And there's a walk, the third of the inning, and they're loaded out. And Bochy is going to come out.
He's right at that 80 pitch mark. Might ask him how he feels first before making a decision or not. He's giving him that opportunity. Says one more batter.
Moronta was ready to come in, but he's got to backpedal back up to the mound.
Bochy's always been a player's manager. He's given his veteran the opportunity here in this inning, saying you got one more batter, prove me right. Justin Upton's trying to prove him wrong.
Well, Upton is 0 for 2 tonight. He struck out in the third inning with runners at the corners. So good last year with men in scoring position. This year just 1 for 18. He's got him loaded with 2 outs. First one on the way. Drilled out to deep left field. Moving back on this one is Williamson near the wall, and that'll be caught. Thought he got it off the bat, and Jeff Samardzija did as well as he takes his hat off and he walks toward the dugout. 7-0 Giants as we head to the 6th.
Take a look at our Nissan pitch cast. That fastball ran to the heart of the plate. Zamarja thinking he gave up a grand slam. Justin Upton thought he hit a grand slam. He was on this pitch. Better balance, drives it deep, right towards that 390 sign in left center field. Able to make that play just in front of the wall as Williamson. Bruce Bochy, that's exactly what I said. I trust you. You get that out.
Yeah.
Again, he's a player's manager. He gave him that shot for that one batter.
Zamarja's reaction priceless.
I love the fact he didn't even give it a courtesy look. He just thought that was gone.
Hundley, Williamson, Hernandez here in the 6th inning. Swings out toward Trout. Hundley retired for the first time tonight. Homered in the 2nd, walked and scored in the 5th. Trojan came in and got the final 2 outs in the 5th inning. Gets the first one here in the 6th. Mac Williamson now up. Homered in the 5th inning. 1 for 2. The deep blast to right center field. Bouncer back toward the mound. 2 outs. Brings up Corky's Hernandez. Hey, stay tuned during the 7th inning stretch for the Arco game break with Kent French and Jose Mota. Corky's Hernandez had a bunt base hit. Scored in the 5th inning, 1 for 2. To start out in right field tonight. Looked like he went around. 0-2. Kinsler's there. Pedrosia with a 1-2-3 6th inning. 7-0 San Francisco. Pujols, Valbuena, and Ohtani coming up for the Angels.
San Diego Padres in a 0-0 game. Look how far this baseball went. You're talking 489-foot shot, the longest home run so far this young season. Exit velocity off of that bat, 115.1 miles per hour. Cordero going way out in Arizona.
7-0. By the way, in that game, which is in Arizona, Tyson Ross has no-hit the Diamondbacks through 7 innings.
Is that humidor working?
It's working. I think he's over. He's got 10 strikeouts, 3 walks. He's through 7 1/3. Reyes Moranta takes over on the mound for Jeff Samardzija.
By the way, San Diego has never thrown a no-hitter.
Last team, right?
Yeah, I know the Mets got one a few years ago.
Well, Johan Santana.
Johan Santana.
Moranta from the Dominican Republic, 25-year-old. Facing Albert Pujols. And, Albert takes a strike. Jeff Samardzija, by the way, 5 innings, 2 hits, 4 strikeouts, 4 walks, no runs. Albert 0 for 2, a couple of ground outs. Moranta pitching his 9th game. No record in a 1 ERA.
That's that sharp slider he has. He also has a curveball. And his fastball is going to be 94 to 98.
He's only allowed 3 hits in 9 innings of work this year, but he has walked 7 and struck out 10.
So he doesn't like anybody to touch the baseball.
Yeah, that's one way to keep your whip near 1.1. That pitch nowhere near the strike zone. And it is 1-2. Or 0-2, pardon me.
Albert is 10 hits away from 3,000.
Popped him up. Panic. Puts it away, 1 down.
Going back to my Hyundai key for this game. Talked about the little different approach at the plate, trying to be more relaxed. You make it easy. So far, Samardzija made it tough. Now Moranta on the mound for San Francisco. A good swing there by Justin Upton. He just missed that one. Still got to bunch those hits together here.
Valbuena with a strike and a fly ball to right. Luis a little bit tardy on the swing. No balls, 2 strikes.
Frustrated he didn't go after this slow curveball.
Does that go down in the books as a whiff? That was a hard breaking ball.
Yeah. I was wondering if it goes down as 2 strikes.
Yeah, right.
By the way, Tyson Ross still has that no-hitter going, but 126 pitches thrown in that game. Total of only 2 hits in that game.
I think that no-no may have been broken up. Buena goes down swinging. 2 outs. Shohei Ohtani coming to the plate.
Going back to adjustments made, we saw that at the end of spring training, and we're seeing the difference in this game tonight as compared to last night when he was drifting out in front, that back leg lifting off the ground, better balance, head still, and able to throw that barrel of bat on the baseball much more consistent. You see that left foot moving today, staying back a little bit longer as he lines that one in the right center field for a base hit.
It'll be Christian Walker with a double in the bottom of the 8th. Also picked up an RBI, so it's a 1-1 game. Shohei had a base hit in the second. Lifts this one out to left. Williamson has to come in on it. 6 complete here at the Big A. 7-0 San Francisco. Your home. Go to purplebricks.com. Top of the 7th here at the Big A. 7-0 San Francisco. And Mike Scioscia has gone back out to the bullpen. Cam Bedrosian ended up working a scoreless inning in 2/3, retiring everybody that he faced. So it's Blake Parker now on for the 10th time this year. No record of 5.40 ERA. He's gone 8 1/3, 7 strikeouts, 5 walks, while having allowed 11 hits on the year. Giants have 9-1-2 coming up. Kelby Tomlinson, a walk and a bunt base hit with a run scored for the number 9 hitter.
Pretty good depth in that splitter there for Parker. That's the pitch he really has to get working again. Straight down effect. So devastating last season. So that's a tough one to get a hitter to chase, Victor, because that's off the plate to start with. You try to start that on the corner and then drop it in the dirt.
One ball, 2 strikes.
And so far, even velocity on his fastball a little bit better. getting back up to that 93, 94 range.
That's a slicing foul. Cole was shading toward the line. Count remains at 1-2. 1 run in the second on the Hundley home run, 6 runs in the 5th. 2 home runs in that inning, Williamson and McCutcheon. He wanted to appeal, he did not go. 2 balls, 2 strikes. He's pulled over to third and under the glove of Valbuena down into the corner. So Tomlinson's been on board 3 times now with a walk, single, and a double.
That's pretty good at bat by him. Long at bat, generally you're going to get one mistake, and he got one and gets that by Valbuena at third. Just by the glove.
9 pitch at bat.
The more pitches you see, the more the advantage goes to the hitter.
Austin Jackson 1 for 3, had an RBI single in the 5th. Seven runs, 7 hits, 1 left on for San Francisco. No runs, 2 hits, 2 errors. 6 left on for the Angels.
Fastball 92, 93, 92 so far. Miss at bat for Parker. It's Jackson. Quite a few pitches thrown already here for Parker. 13.
Down goes Jackson. 1 out. Over the fastball away. Brings up Pat.
Right on that outside corner. Perfect spot, 93. Good splitter there.
Paddock 0 for 3. Off the plate. Trying to figure out how that ball didn't hit him. Looked like he was trying to lean into it a little bit.
Yeah, he was surprised it didn't hit him. Kind of tried to turn that leg to get it on the calf area instead of the knee.
Off the plate, 3 balls and a strike. McCutcheon on deck. Paddock lines one out to center. Bad read by Tomlinson. He stays at second.
Especially because you have a center fielder going back. You're not necessarily going to tag up. You put yourself in position to do so if you want to. Center fielder going back. It's a long, long throw to third base. Good route and good play by Trout.
McCutcheon, the last batter that Andrew Heaney faced in the 5th inning. The capper of the 6-run 5th, a 3-run home run. McCutcheon's 3rd home run of the season. He's 1 for 3 tonight.
Splitter followed by a good fastball right on that outside part of the plate.
McCutcheon shooting one out to right. Calhoun is there. Stretch time here at the Big A, 7-0 San Francisco. Time now for the Arco game break with Kent French and Jose Mota.
Victor, thank you very much. Welcome back outside the Big A. Kent and Jose with you. The long ball, a problem for Angel pitching over the 3 games against the Red Sox. That continues to be a problem here tonight.
Well, consider the Giants came into this ballgame, Kent, with only 16 home runs. Miami and Cincinnati, the only teams with less home runs than them. And they took it right into that hitting tunnel from Andrew Heaney, right center field, 167 hitter. And Nick Hundley, he goes deep to right center field. Move on to the 5th inning. And then just called up Mac Williamson. Big time power like a lefty all the way up there in that pavilion. It didn't stop there. Hutch needed to wake up a little bit more. The Giants needed to see this, and that one pretty much put the game away for the Giants so far with a very comfortable lead here later in the game.
Angel pitching has now given up 14 homers over the last 4 games. By the way, Andrew Heaney knocked out of this one in the 5th inning after giving up 6 runs, 2 of them via the long ball. This has been your Arco game break. Before we send it back inside to Victor and Gooby, here is a message coming to you from Arco.
Moranta's still in the game. Mike Scioscia still looking for the offense that stayed in Kansas City. 7-game winning streak coming into this homestand. They've lost 3 consecutive and on the verge of a 4th, barring a big comeback here. But the offense has been non-existent. The pitching has had its issues, but the offense has been non-existent.
So surprising. As consistent as we've seen in any time for the Angels to start the season, leading every offensive category in baseball.
It's kind of been that way this year for the Angels. Coming into play tonight, Halos have only hit .219 at home this year. And the pitching has carried a 5.5 earned run average. That's prior to tonight. Halos have managed 2 hits and have allowed 7 runs. So those numbers, of course, go the opposite way. The average goes down and the ERA up.
And Ken French mentioned it's still surprising. 14 home runs allowed in this homestand so far.
Simmons with a line out and a walk. He's 0 for 1. Also picked up a stolen base.
Well, he's had a real good eye over the last couple of seasons. Already with 10 walks this season, 47 last year.
Called strike on the inside part of the plate. Full count. So it seems as if pitchers try to stay away from the upper part of the strike zone because those are the pitches that he likes to attack. And thus pitching him more outside. He's kind of taken all of those pitches, not expanding, or at least hasn't to date. Pitches this one to the right side. Again, another pitch away from the strike zone. 1 down.
Hit that one pretty well. Yeah, he's really, I mean, we show those numbers as far as what his batting average on high pitches last year. What was it, 353? So he crushes that high pitch. They're making that adjustment, even though you're seeing a lot more pitchers going upstairs on everyone else, especially they say against Zach Cozart. We've seen that quite a bit.
Cole breaks his bat, rolls one over to Posey. 2 outs. Six straight retired since the walk to Trout in the 5th. Maldonado 0 for 2. Fly ball to left and a strikeout.
Boy, right now Martinez is having a tough time tracking the baseball. Started off swinging the bat very well. Been slumping of late though.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Every once in a while, as a hitter, just to turn and run, you just maybe you need to flare into the outfield. Anything to get yourself going once again.
Giants came into play tonight. Last in the National League in runs scored with 51. They've scored 7 tonight. 2-2. Full count. Joe West knowing that Maldonado might be behind the plate tomorrow, and Joe's got home plate.
Yes,
Gotta take care of the catcher.
Yes, you do.
You never know. Those fastballs can get by you a little bit.
One of those pitches in the dirt with no one on.
My bad. Bouncer foul. Noe Ramirez loosening.
Better on that fastball there. Stayed back well, was looking to hit the ball to right center field.
Popped up in the infield. Tomlinson puts it away, and the Angels are done here in the 7th. We're off to the 8th. Still 7-0 San Francisco.
Trying to keep this one a 7-0 game and hopefully give the Halos a chance to get back in game 1 of this 3-game series with the San Francisco Giants. Welcome back outside. Kent and Jose with you. Make sure you join us for Angels Live, presented by your SoCal Mazda dealers, also with Alex Curry, bringing you highlights and interviews. And certainly Jose put the spotlight on Andrew Heaney, his 2nd start of the season. He had 4 good innings and 1 tough one in the 5th.
What's concerning to me is he's working out again from the third base side of the rubber, where last year he allowed 12 home runs in 21 2/3 innings. And he told me in spring training, I'm throwing right into that tunnel now. With the inflammation on his elbow in spring training, he was working from the third base side very effectively. Back to third base side, 3 home runs today, and just a lot of elevation going back to his first start in KC.
That's on Angels Live, presented by your SoCal Mazda dealers. Now let's send it inside to Victor and Gumi, guys.
Thanks a lot, Frenchie. As we start this 8th inning, you mentioned Noe's on the mound. Pitched Thursday last night against the Red Sox, went 1/3 of an inning, gave up 2 runs, 1 earned on 2 hits. Posey, Longoria, and Hundley for San Francisco here in the 8th. 7-0 San Francisco. The 6-run 5th inning opened it up. Posey's 0 for 3 tonight.
A healthy hack at that first pitch by Buster Posey.
Simmons has to come in on it. One down.
Smart player right there. Simmons knows he has a chance to get around that baseball much better instead of trying the backhand all-in-one motion to throw over, especially with his throwing arm.
Well, the Angels going to have to figure it out here soon. Get to 2 more against the Giants. Then it's off to Houston for 3 games before an off day on Thursday. And the Yankees come to town. So no breather, if you will, especially from a pitching staff standpoint. Jared Richards
And
gets the
knowing
ball
you're going to
tomorrow.
have to, to swing the bats well.
Yeah. This one's out toward deep left center field, up to giving chase, and it's over his head. One hops the fence. Longoria with his 7th double of the year is on board here with 1 out in the 8th.
This breaking ball just stayed out over the plate enough where he was able to get the barrel of the bat, and he knows a little bit about hitting in this ballpark. He's had a lot of at-bats here in his career. One hops that wall in left center field. Long Beach State product.
There's 4 years left on his contract after this season. Here's Hundley. 1 for 2. That's out toward the corner. It'll bring home a run. Hundley on his way to second. Giants with back-to-back doubles, 8-0.
Fifth extra base hit of the game for the Giants.
Two RBIs tonight. And here's Williamson, 1 for 3. Williamson called up today with Hunter Pence going on the DL. 27-year-old responding. A 2-run blast, and it was a long blast out to right center field off of Andrew Heaney. At that point made it 3-0. Back-to-back bunt singles. An RBI single by Jackson, and with 1 out, Andrew McCutchen hit that 3-run home run. So the Giants broke it open. Broken bat, chopper towards short. Well, Williamson gets down that line for big boy. Albert ends up on the belly. 2 outs.
Yeah, good power and good speed. Williamson sensed that he might have a chance in an infield hit, and the stretch by Albert keeps the foot on the base. In that second out. The stretch and able to control that baseball very close coming out of the glove. As Albert checks that glove.
Gorky's Hernandez 1 for 3. Singleton scored the 5th. Oh, 2. Johnson getting ready. Just off the plate.
Good changeup.
Yep, good one. And that'll do it for the Giants. They add a run. It's 8-0 as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Lindor and the Indians face off against Adam Jones and the Baltimore Orioles tomorrow at 1 Pacific on FS1 or stream it live on Fox Sports Go. 8-0 San Francisco, bottom of the 8th inning, and it's Pierce Johnson replacing Reyes Montorum. Johnson pitching for the 8th time this year, 0-1 with a 1 ERA. 9 innings, 3 hits, 7 strikeouts, and 3 walks, and he'll face the top of the order. Montour, by the way, 6 up, 6 down with a strikeout.
Their bullpen has been pretty solid so far this season. I see their pitching staff in general has been pretty good. It's really been their offense, and they've certainly swung the bats well tonight.
Yeah, they're going to get Will Smith back soon, who's working his way back from Tommy John surgery. Madison Bumgarner will be back. Mark Melancon, closer, also on the mend. Kinsler tonight 0 for 2 with a walk. Drives this one out to center. Austin Jackson back. One down.
And Johnson with a good fastball. He's 91, 95, a little tailing action. He'll throw his curveball and slider.
Around the American League West, Texas lost to Seattle tonight. Houston all over the White Sox. And currently Boston leading Oakland 7-3 at the Coliseum.
And Oakland had a 3-0 lead right away, right?
Yeah. What a lead. And Kendall Graveman left in the 6th with the bases loaded. Pagan gave up a grand slam to Mitch Moreland, the 5th grand slam the Red Sox have hit already this season. That's driven out toward left field. Going back on it is Williamson. No shutout tonight. Big fly for Mike Trout, 7th home run of the season. It's 8-1.
Young Trout fan, it's good to see Trout turn on a pitch and drive it out. See if I can spark this offense now. 2 for 3 in the game, including a walk. He's got that foot down, cleared the hips, and he created that great launch angle on that one to drive it way out to left center field. Already 7 home runs this season for Trout.
Picks up his 14th run batted in. Upton 0 for 3. Fly to right, strikeout, fly to left.
5th home run in the last 11 games for Trout. Two breaker balls, upper part of the strike zone.
Cued off the end of the bat toward second base. Panic with the shift on is the one that retrieves it. 2 down.
It's not an easy play with that spin on the baseball. Panic is a solid player. We'll see Brandon Crawford back out at shortstop more than likely tomorrow night. Pretty good up the middle combination between Panic and Crawford. Longoria over third.
Albert with 2 ground outs and a pop-up. He'll shoot this one out to center field. Chasing Jackson back, still going back, and this one's off the base of the wall. Albert will stroll into second with a 2-out double. 5th double of the year. Now 9 hits shy of 3,000.
The ball just kept drifting back. Thought for a shot for a second. That had a shot at going over the fence for a home run. Albert picking up his 5th double this season. That pitch is about just above the belt. Didn't try to pull, goes to dead center field. And Austin Jackson, with his range out in center, you never know if he's going to be able to track that one down. Looks up at the wall, off the wall, and Albert cruises in with a double. Pinch run forward.
624th career double, now tied with Hammer and Hank Aaron.
That's a pretty good company there for Albert Pujols.
Jeffrey Marte takes over at second base as the pinch runner. Here's Luis Valbuena.
Now single digits away from 3,000. 9 for the machine.
Valbuena 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts and a fly ball to right. Count still at 1-2. A little battle here for Luis.
RBI out there. Marte at second base potentially for him.
Ohtani on deck. Two.
Good at bat working. Stayed back pretty well in that break ball. Upset that he didn't hit that further though. It's a little bit tardy on it. Albert, 2,991 hits now with that double to center field.
Valbuena strikes out to end the inning. The Angels get on the board on Trout's 7th of the year. Still 8-1 San Francisco.
Just a real good swing here by Trout. Talking about that timing and bringing his hands inside and creating that lift.
Beat the Streak today in the App Store or on MLB.com/BTS. You thought I was going to say BTO for Bachman Turner Overdrive.
Yes, never a bad time to reference that.
Luke Bard takes over on the bump. He replaces Noe Ramirez, who gave up a run on 2 hits. It is 8-1 as we start this 9th inning. This will be Luke's 8th appearance of the year. No record of 5.91 ERA, 11 strikeouts, 5 walks through 10 2/3 innings. Nine 1-2 here for the Giants. Jeffrey Marte, who pinch ran for Albert Pujols, stays in the game at first base. And Chris Young replaces Mike Trout at center. No other changes for the Angels. Kelby Tomlinson, the starting shortstop tonight, 2 hits and a walk, a single, double, and a run scored. Nice story for a kid that grew up in Oklahoma, went to Seward Community College. Did not get recruited out of high school. The only reason he went to Seward Community College is because the guy that had committed to go there backed out. So he ends up going there, plays shortstop. Eventually goes on to Texas Tech and becomes a 12th round pick.
You love hearing those stories like that.
for
Not
sure.
giving up.
Tenacity.
He's had a big game here tonight.
Yeah. A bouncer over toward first. Marte leads Bard. 1 down. Austin Jackson coming to the plate. 1 for 4. Jackson with a single and an RBI, scored a run. He's back in the 5th. Austin's been around Detroit, Seattle, both Chicago teams, Cleveland last year, and now the Giants. 1-2.
Manfred tried to ride that high fastball now. Didn't quite get it up high enough in the strike zone. Pretty good hack at that 93.
Down goes Jackson. 2 outs.
Good sharp breaking ball there from Bard. Staying on top of that pitch.
Halos in the bottom of the 9th will have Otani, Simmons, and Calhoun, 2 lefties. Luke tonight getting ahead of some hitters, trying to finish them off. It's been a little bit of a tough go during the homestand for Bard. Just Rule 5 selection from the Twins.
Good sharp break to this breaker ball. Maybe try that backdoor. Good changeup.
Missed off the plate. Full count. Pablo Sandoval has grabbed a bat. He's in the on deck circle. And he hit it right in the knee. Two-out hit batter puts a man on.
As you're tracking a lot of pitches away, and it's very difficult to get out of the way, trying to turn and get that one right on the back of the knee and upper calf area.
So Sandoval batting here for Andrew McCutcheon. McCutcheon finishes the night going 1 for 4 with a 3-run home run. Home run, 4 RBIs this year.
We talk about a guy who really performed well in the postseason for the Giants before moving over to the Red Sox.
No balls, 2 strikes. Brandon Belt has grabbed a bat. He's in the on-deck circle.
Good to see him at first base tomorrow night. Posey behind the plate.
Belt celebrating his 30th birthday today. Count remains 0-2. 8-1 San Francisco. We're in the 9th. That goes. Sandoval will head to that bottom of the 9th inning. Shohei Ohtani to lead things off for the Angels, down 8-1.
Andrew McCutcheon, his big 3-run home run as far as that 6-run 5th inning. 3-run home run. McCutcheon Big swing again, player of the game. His third home run of the season, 11 RBI.
Ohtani, Simmons, and Calhoun. Josh Osich on the mound for the San Francisco Giants. 10th appearance, the record is 6.14 ERA, 12 hits and 7 1/3, 8 strikeouts and 4 walks. First one, a bouncer to the right side. That's going to sneak through. Seeing eyes single. Shohei with a 2-hit night. 2 for 4.
Staying back well now, but even though it was a high pitch against a lefty, keeping that foot down, keeping it steady. We saw that a number of times on his changeup last night. A lot of movement in his feet so far today. Pretty solid. 2 hits. He's really put up some pretty good numbers hitting here at home. Something that the rest of his teammates have been struggling at.
Simmons 0 for 2 with a walk. 2 balls, no strikes. Out to right. Cole tonight, 0 for 2 with the walk. Two.
Good challenge here for Cole to stay back and try to hit the ball the other way, especially if you're going to get a fastball from a lefty. Especially when you're trying to track a fastball away and then it ends up and in on you.
Back up the middle. This one might turn into a game-ending double play, and it is. San Francisco takes it 8-1.
Hit well there by Cole, but it's when you're struggling like that, somehow a defender's there to make a play. Ends up being a double play to finish off the game. As San Francisco, who had been struggling swinging the bat, scores 8 runs on 9 hits. They win game 1 of this 3-game set.
Andrew Heaney suffers the loss while Jeff Samardzija picks up the victory. 8-1 the final. Stick around. Angels Live post game is coming up next.